Hey y'all, it's Kara with Goat For It Farm, and today we are setting up our brooder, which is just where the baby chicks are going to spend their first little amount of time. And I'm going to show you that you can have a very cheap brooder. We had this tote outside for holding a little square bale of hay, and we don't need it for that anymore. It's been through a lot, but it is still holding strong, and it is now going to serve a purpose as holding some freshly hatched baby chicks. Now, these chicks aren't here yet. They are actually still hanging out in the incubator. Let me turn y'all over there real quick. So the incubator, we have 2 days until hatch day, technically. Thursday is the hatch day. You'll probably see this video tomorrow for me, which is Wednesday for you, or you might see it afterwards. But they could hatch a day early, possibly. Maybe some will start hatching tomorrow. But Thursday, this Thursday, will be the main hatching day. And I am stoked. Out of the last candling, I saw 21 out of the 24 eggs that we bought off of eBay looked like they had significant development and would possibly be hatching out. Now, I know some things could have happened since then to where they don't hatch out, but I am really excited. And if we have as many hatch as I think we will, that's pretty impressive for ordering some eggs off of eBay. And this is our first ever hatching out that we've ever done. So it's exciting for me in a lot of ways. But I thought it might be fun for you to join me as we set up the, wrong way, as we set up the brooder right there. You can see some of the stuff I have ready in this black bin. These are actually like mineral tubs. We didn't use them for that, but my uncle had some, and so he asked if I could store anything in it. I was like, absolutely, I can. And so now it has pine flake shavings in there, which are my favorite type of bedding. So I'm going to go ahead and let's start by putting down some pine shavings in here, and then we'll get it set up. I have a new heating system I'm going to try because I'm a little bit leery of heat lamps. We've never had a bad experience with heat lamps personally, but the risk is there of like burning everything down, and there's enough of a fire risk right now where we're at that I'm just going to try this different heating method. So join me, let's look at it, and let's get this all set up and make sure it'll be good for the babies. Okay, well, let's get those pine shavings down first. I had this twin XL size sheet from my college days, and I know it's a little bit wrinkly, but I put it on here to kind of protect everything that was on this shelf, and I thought it was kind of spring-like as a backdrop for the babies. Once they get here, they can gaze upon fake flowers until they go outside. So let's get some of this down first. I love pine flake. I think the flake is a little bit better than the fine shavings for having goats and chickens. This is going to make a mess, and I'm just going to sweep it after because why not? It's okay to make a mess sometimes, right? So we're just going to put a few handfuls in here just to create a nice bottom layer. And I like the flake because if they make a mess, I can just pull the messy flake out. Or sometimes you can just add a little bit on top of it and it helps absorb that mess. And it's a lot less dusty than straw is. Sometimes you get big old pieces in there. But I think it's good for them to walk on and get kind of a grip. There's different textures in there more so than if it was just the fine shaving. So let me get a few more handfuls and we'll see if that is good to start with. That might be it right there. I don't want it to be too thick. I'll just spread that around. Okay, I know little chicks, they start, kicking around like this. Natural instincts are amazing. But I think that's a good little start. And it looks like we barely used any. And I'm going to put the lid back on there. That way I have it for safekeeping. Now, I'm not planning on keeping them in here very long, but they will be in here probably a week, maybe 2 weeks until I move them to a larger brooding pen where they'll spend most of their growing up until they're good without heat source other than, natural heat. Next, we can go ahead and put the water in here. I'm going to put the water on one side. Guess I'll put it, which side's better? I don't think either's that much better. Okay. And it has a little leg, so it stands up a little bit. I think with the pine around it, that'll be a good height for them. I don't want it too close to that wall, though. Let me move it a little bit this way. That might be a little better for them to walk around. And then check this out. This little feeder's pretty neat. It has a lid that totally covers the top, which is nice because sometimes the little babies will hop on top of the feeder. And I haven't opened this yet. Should be one of those easy bags. Let's see how easy it really is. Set y'all right here real quick. You can see my very clean farm shoes. My all-purpose shoes. Okay, got that open. All right, I got a jar. This is a Slim Chickens jar. One of their dessert ones. I don't know if that's kind of morbid or what, but anyways, we like chicken. What can we say? I'm going to get a few scoops of this, and we can fill up their feeder. Ah, yeah. Okay, there we go. That held quite a bit. Now let's set this on the other side, and look at how many feeding areas there is on this one. I like that. Okay, good. And I'm hoping that this heating method will fit in between these two. Here's what it looks like. So it says it is a heater and brooder, so you can use it out in your coop. But look, it has a brooder setting that has 3 different heights. So I think that'll be really cool. They can get under it like it's their mom. It's a more natural way of heating them up rather than a beam that heats up one area more than the others. So let's get this unboxed and in there, and then we'll see how it fits. I'll see y'all then. Okay, this is where we're at right now. You'll notice I did have to take the feeder and the water container that were so cute out of there. These are cute too, though. They're just a little bit smaller, and I can get a larger thing for their water there. But I don't know, is this enough room for them? They can hop on top of this, and I probably will need to raise it a little bit more. It's okay for them to hop on the top. I did see one review for this product that those holes right there, they recommended covering them with like tape or something. That way they couldn't get stuck in it. They said their birds were okay, but they did get their feet stuck in that sometimes. So, yeah, I think this could work. I definitely want to move it up a little bit, and I think they have enough room to go around these items, but I don't know. I'm kind of thinking, I was reading over the instructions with it, and see, it's nice and adjustable. I like that. But also you can, instead of having it on the ground like this, maybe I could use the chains or get like some type of chain system and have it like hanging up a little bit more, like run maybe a board or two across the top of this and hang it from that. I don't know. Might just see how it goes first and monitor and adjust as is farm life. But if you've ever used one of these, I would love to hear how that went for you. Hopefully it went well. I'm hoping that it'll be a good thing. Definitely a lot safer for using in the house than a heat lamp. So hoping for the best. Well, y'all, I'm afraid that is all we can do for now other than wait. We've got 2 days until official hatch day. I will be watching super close to see if any pipping starts tomorrow or anything like that. So really excited. In fact, I'm so excited about these chicks. The darker ones are going to be the Rhode Island Red, and then the lighter eggs were from the Barred Rock chicks that we got, or eggs, fertile eggs that we got, that I may have just placed an order for some more eggs to go in here after these come out. Yeah, so it is not one of these two breeds, and it will be a fun addition. I think it'll be something really unique for us to add, very different from what you see here. So that's the only hint I'm going to give. And if you want to guess what type of eggs I ordered, I'll give you a hint. They are a type of chicken egg. And besides that, I would love for you to leave a comment guessing how many or a range of how many you think these eggs are going to hatch. I'm going to guess out of the 22 we have in here. I know 21 looked good. I'm going to say I'm going to lock in. I'm going to lock in 19. 19 is my number. So no, don't do a range actually. Set one number for how many chicks you think are going to hatch out. We'll see on Thursday. Maybe I'll do a live on Thursday, and by Monday's video for sure. Friday I might do a little update on them, but Monday's video for sure we'll be able to break down how many of these eBay eggs actually hatched, and I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. Don't forget, y'all, if you have a dream, go for it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.